Before we get into the specifics, let's start with the word itself, history. What are we talking about? In simple terms, it is our story, our narrative, a story to entertain, to intrigue, to enlighten, and to shock us. But it's more than just a Netflix series. It's a story that we have to unpack to separate truth from fiction. Maya Brushell is on the slide. You can see at the bottom right, and she was big on conspiracy theories around the death of JFK. Conspiracy theories, all part of the rich history pot. It's a story, our narrative that helps us understand and identify our place in our community, our nation, our world. It is a story that challenges us to find meaning in the lives of peoples, their actions and events. It equips us with the skills of analysis and research and having an open mind, allowing us to reach judgment. How will history judge Trump, for example? It has us look back to understand our culture and our heritage and look forward to the future with confidence, as you can see here from the quotes by King and Kenyatta. In the present climate, history is vital to promoting all cultures, all narratives, and all perspectives. This is history at Chadwell Heath Academy. Let's now start to have a look at what topics we will actually cover over these 2 years. As you can see from the slide, there are 4 topics overall. You'll do 2 in year 12 and 2 in year 13. We've got the Tudors, we've got Russia, we've got a piece of coursework, which we'll discuss that later on in the following slides, and then you've got the British Empire. And what we're going to do now is in the following slides is just give you a brief flavour of what each of those topics will be like. The later Tudors picks up the story from the end of the Henry topic you may have studied at GCSE, making the transition to A-level easier. Think of it as a season 2. If you haven't done Henry, if you're joining us from another school, that's fine. It's a standalone topic. It's based around the rule of 3 monarchs, Edward VI, Queen Mary, and Queen Elizabeth. It focuses on key questions such as what changes and challenges did these monarchs face? How did they deal with them? Is it correct to remember Queen Mary as Bloody Mary because of her burning of Protestants who she saw as a religious threat? And then there is Elizabeth, such a fashion icon that men and women alike were all desperate to copy her style. Everything about her was power, wealth, and people really wanted to be part of her court. But what was the relationship of the unmarried queen and her court favourite Dudley, whose wife died in a terrible accident while falling down some stairs? The Russian topic offers a real contrast, tracing the shifts from the imperial rule of the Romanov family with their crazy wealth and even crazier monk Rasputin, through the revolutions of the communists and then onto the dictatorship of Stalin, or Uncle Joe, as he liked to style himself. Stalin may have started out as a fundraiser for Lenin's Bolsheviks. His best money earners were bank robbery, kidnap, and extortion. Nice. But he did rise to become the supreme ruler of the communist state. A man not to be messed with, as many found out to their cost. But really, they should have taken the hint from the name that he took. He wasn't born Stalin, it's the name he took, a name he gave himself. Stalin translates to meaning man of steel. He's never going to be a soft touch, is he really? Think it through, folks. We are lucky to be a subject that still has coursework. You have to investigate a topic and write a piece of between 3,500 and 4,000 words. This is done in lessons, study periods, and as homework. It really helps because it takes the pressure off your final exams because you know it's marks that are already banked. The topic choice is really, really important to a good piece of coursework. Some people look to investigate something from their year 12 courses because the coursework's done in year 13. So what you might do is you might look at something from the Russian module or something from the Tudor module and go into a little bit more detail there, which obviously helps deepen your knowledge for the exams. Others would say, no, hang on, let's go back to what I did at GCSE. I did a topic at GCSE, and it might be something like somebody that's just done Malcolm X. They really enjoyed it at GCSE and they want to investigate that further. Or some people might go for something totally new. For example, Salahuddin, the great Islamic leader in the Crusades. Choice is yours. The second aspect of Year 13 is a study of the British Empire from 1857 to 1965. It's a thematic study looking right across the period, both in terms of time and of geography. It will take you from India and Pakistan through the Middle East to Africa and then onto the West Indies. What we're trying to do here is we're looking to reflect and celebrate the real diversity of backgrounds and cultures and heritage that we have here at Chadwell Heath Academy. Doing the Empire allows us to do this. So we're going to be considering such questions as why and how did the Empire grow? Was it rule for the benefit of the native peoples, or was it exploitation by the British? How did the native peoples oppose the British? Some were peaceful, like Gandhi, while others were more violent, such as the Indian warrior princess Rani of Jhansi, who fought the British in 1857, or the Mau Mau, who fought the British in Kenya in the 1950s. Please watch the video link and watch for Paxman. He's going to set out all of this and also pose a key question. How did such a small country, Britain, or as we like to be called in the Empire, Great Britain, how did we get such a big head? Of course, history is not just about the content. It's the transferable skills that this highly valued facilitating subject offers that attracts universities' employers. It opens a lot more doors than just being a history teacher. Although, for me, personally, history teacher is the best job in the world.